sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Muhammadu aminullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Muhammadu safiyullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Salamu an-nabi ala nuhi alazi jabil huda binijo. Salamu ala nuhi alazi jabil huda. Salamu ala al-badari Mustafa Muhammad an-nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May the peace, blessings, and love of Allah continue to be with our noble prophet, our humble prophet, our beloved prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the forbidden one, and start in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. And greetings to all my beautiful sisters out there. May the peace, blessings, and love of Allah continue to be with each and every one of us. Ameen. Ya Allah wants to welcome everyone back to being a better sister in Islam. Yeah, that's the program. First of all, I apologize for not being consistent enough. I'm so sorry about that. And if you're watching this for the first time, this is where we bring messages to our sisters' hearings, because we want us all to grow in Islam. So we bring topics that's about stuff that we see within ourselves that needs to be addressed. So that's why we're here, because we want to talk to our fellow sisters on being a better sister in Islam. It's not just about sleeping, waking up, and that's it. Or okay, I sleep, I wake up, I do my daily things, I say my salat, I do this, I do that, and that's it. No, we have to be checking ourselves. What we are doing, is this right? Is this wrong? Am I supposed to improve on this? Like, let's check ourselves and let's make sure we look forward to being a better sister in Islam, to grow in Islam. Don't just be a Muslim sister, be a better sister in Islam. So let's continue. You know what? The topic for today, I really love that topic, but I think I've been actually talking about this before, but I really want to emphasize on it. We really have to keep checking ourselves. Nobody's perfect, and we always forget. That is why Allah wants us to be reminding one another, so that we can remember and work on it. The more you hear about things, the more you focus on it. If you are really interested, and it will actually remind you too to be better. May Almighty Allah make it easy for you and hard. So what is our topic for today? We're going to talk about the benefactors and the beneficiaries. Who are the benefactors and who are the beneficiaries? Let's analyze this first. Benefactors are those that are giving help to someone in terms of money, in terms of favor, in terms of anything, like giving help. And beneficiaries are those that are receiving them. So we analyze in which any way you receive it, maybe it's favor, it's money, service, or anything. So those are the beneficiaries. They are the ones that are receiving, and benefactors are the ones that are giving. So you be like, where do you belong? Are you a benefactor or you are a beneficiary? Subhana, we are both. Let me tell you today, we are both. You can never say since you were born, you don't have no benefactor. You can't say that. If you don't, what about your mother? What about God? What about Allah that created you? Do you know how you came here? Is it by your doing? You made yourself? You brought yourself? What about your father? What about the doctors and nurses that helped you out from your mother's womb? What about those people that came? Maybe they brought gifts, maybe they do this, maybe they do that. So in one way or the other, even let's talk about maybe you're an adult, you think, okay, no one is helping me, I'm going to jail, think about it. People will do something, maybe you don't see them, but maybe someone found stone or something on the way and took it, and you pass freely. You don't know what someone went through, making sure you pass freely and not harmed. You never know. You can never say no one has ever done you favor before. This may be directly and it may be indirectly. And before I move forward, That's why it's good to be good. Some already help you, you don't know. Maybe their families, maybe something, you never know. You never know. So it's good for you too to be doing something good in order to benefit others, because we receive favors that we don't even know. So why not give favors that you don't even know who's going to receive it? Then let's go to where we're going. So now you belong to one. You belong to one. In one way or the other, you are helping others, but you don't know. In one way or the other, you are also a benefactor, and also you are a beneficiary. So now let's look into it. Let's say, okay, you are I'm just trying to let us all know that we belong to both. So let's move forward. Let's assume, okay, now you know you are a benefactor, or now you know you are a beneficiary to some or certain people. How are you treating them? Let me tell you one fact today again, is that if you are a benefactor, I want you to remember something. No matter what, it is just Allah that used you. If you don't do it, what you just did or what you've done is what Allah wanted to do. He did it through you. Remember, blessing people does not mean Allah will come down. Allah will send people to people, and that is still called Allah's blessing. It's still called Allah's blessings. So it may come from you or another person. If it doesn't come from you, it will surely come from another person, because Allah is destined for that person to get that certain help. Appreciate Allah, thank Allah, because Allah made you the benefactor. If you are not made the benefactor, another person will be made the benefactor. Benefactor will come somewhere. You thank Allah is from you. So also the beneficiaries, subhanallah, I need you to know one fact today, that you don't know your helper. My help, this also help will come from this also person. You don't know. Don't expect help from anyone but Allah. Let Allah bring your helper himself. And also know that whoever that is helping you today is not meant to help you forever. Who's the next person that will help you? You don't know. Those things, it makes people be scared to be your benefactor or anyone's benefactor, because they'll be so scared that I can't finish this. I only have the capability of doing this or something. So I don't know what to do, because I can't do more. Because when people get help, they expect more and more. You need another help. That does not mean the first person is the one to help you. Allah knows your helper. Allah knows who is going to do this, who's going to do that, and who's going to do everything. Allah may bring just one person to do everything. That person will be even asking you, what else do you need? What else do you need? And will always be there for you. But if it's someone that Allah only sent to you once, they cannot answer you twice. So beneficiaries needs to know that too. Now let's generalize it. Do you know that something will always happen between the benefactors and beneficiaries? They will always have misunderstanding. Only if they are not close to one another. Only if they are very far away from one another. They don't see one another. You just help someone and you're gone. That's it. Someone just helped you, you're gone. But you don't even hear from one another. There's no means to reach one another. That's the only way you can help and be fine. So if not, what usually happens is that the benefactors, if the funniest thing is that, but before I go to the funniest thing, before I go there, is that I want us all to look into this. This is happening too much within ourselves. For both benefactors and beneficiaries to be fighting, to have misunderstanding between themselves. I don't know how to say this. Helping one another always leads into trouble. Subhanallah. Why? Why, women? We need to check ourselves. We need to check ourselves. Because benefactors want to do things and want to gain even more than what they did. It's either they want to gain as in, okay, maybe I give you $10 today, or let's say you giving 10 naira by me, I want you to give me like 100 naira back. Because every time, even if they try to like be good back, to pay back, we'll still expect more and more and more and more from them. And even if you don't give them, they will talk. And even when you tell them, okay, kill it for me, they'll be like, okay, that time that I gave it to you, is it the same time? This and that, is that not more useful to you that time? This and that. They will want to sit on it. They will sit on it, and they will keep, you keep paying back. They will keep getting things from you. Is it that service or goods? Is it that maybe they want to do party or they want to do something that they'll be calling you to come and help them? When they need someone to send on an errand, they'll be like, they will keep calling until you get tired. Don't think they will ever stop. They will not stop. Only if you are not reachable. If you are giving them service, it will not stop. If you are giving them goods or money, it will not stop. The day you stop, the day they will be like, Olori eni mo je, komori lo ma gbe. What will later end the show is that you are an ingrate. What will end everything? You are an ingrate. And you know what again, my dear sisters in Islam? Even though the benefactors are not like, even though that benefactor happen not to be like that, the beneficiary will be like that. Subhanallah. This research, I've been making this research for years now. I realized both benefactors and beneficiaries, one must be troublesome. So now, even though the benefactor don't need nothing from you, don't need no service, no favor, no payback, the beneficiary will be the one requesting until they push you to the wall. Because every time they need help, they will not think about nobody else. It's you. So you have to keep helping and helping. So the beneficiary will either need you, service, or relationship with you that will never be able to give. And then they will tell you if you've done nothing, and they will tell you what have you done, or they will turn you to a bad person because of that. So let us all try as much as possible to learn from all these things that I just stated now. Don't be that kind of a person that will be too demanding or expecting something to come from anyone, or expecting someone to be your person at all costs. It's not done. It is not done. Or expecting someone to be paying you back until they get fed up. Subhanallah. Until it gets to a stage they cannot do it no more, and you'll be able to call them an ingrate. Subhanallah. We should try as much as possible to check ourselves, to see where we belong, to see what we are actually doing now and what we are not doing. So let's check. There's nothing bad in helping one another, but what is bad is when the helper wants you to pay back too much or expecting something back in return. That is what is bad about being others' favor, about being a benefactor when you actually want them to pay back. And beneficiaries too, when you are too demanding and you want too much from a certain person without knowing that only Allah is the helper and knows who is going to send to you as your helper. as your benefactor. So may Almighty Allah continue to help us all to grow in all that is good and decrease us all in all that is bad. Don't stop being an helper. Be someone's helper. Be everybody's helper. Help whoever you can help. Allah is only using you. Don't forget that. If you don't do it, it's going to be somebody else. And if you are getting the help, stop expecting help from people. Expect help from Allah. Hope in Allah, and let Allah surprise you. Let Allah send someone that will fit those requests. Let someone that is capable of doing it, let them do it for you. That doesn't mean they will be there for you every time. It is only Allah that will be there for you every time. So let's try as much as possible to watch what we do. And I still remain your humble sister, your daughter, Rukoya Ayoks Oman Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the program you've been watching is Being a Better Sister in Islam program, Babsi program. Thank you so much, and